Hello and welcome to this evening edition of Live. I am so excited that you are here because this evening I am going to talk about my thoughts and how I felt when I first saw this business and what it meant to me the moment that I saw it. So taking it way back to May 2024, and I am super excited to just let you in on that little part of my thoughts and that little part of beginning my business, because this is something I haven't talked about a whole lot, but I want you to know that the thoughts that you are having are completely normal. The things you are thinking are completely normal. And so I want you to know that we all started at zero and we all started right where you are right now. And so let's give Facebook a little bit of time to find our friends. So while we're doing that, if you are catching this live, if you could please hashtag live for me, I would be so grateful. And if you are catching the replay, if you could please hashtag replay. And as always, the replay is just as good. So I know we are excited for the holiday weekend and gearing up for some fun with family and friends this weekend as summer is here or summer is approaching. And so I just want you to know what I felt like and what were my thoughts and how the beginning stages of my business kind of propelled me to where I'm at today. And so I think sometimes there's like this stigma that's like, oh, well, great, it worked for her, it's not going to work for me, or whatever. Just this like thought process that goes through our mind when we see an opportunity and we see someone else's success and we think that it's great for them and we're excited for them, but we think that they know something we don't know. We think that they have some kind of skill that we don't have. We think that they have a following and they have close friends and family who are supporting them. And we just have all these thoughts. So the day I was scrolling Facebook and saw this opportunity was really the day that my life started changing. Okay. And when we scroll and we're in scroller's doom, I like to call it, there's not always a motive, but for me at this time, there was a motive. I felt so stuck in the life that I was living, and I felt like I really needed a massive shift and a massive change to propel me out of this stuck I had been in for, years. Hey, Liz. Hey, Gwen. Thanks for being on, ladies. So I scrolled and I saw this opportunity and I reached out to my mentor and I said, hey, what's up? What are you doing? I've got to know what you're doing. And so she gave me all the information that I give everyone when they reach out. And let me tell you, I watched that information in silence. Okay. I didn't tell my husband. I didn't tell anyone. And I just thought, holy crap. This is the opportunity that has the potential to change our lives. And so I quite literally wasted no time. My husband came home from work and I was like, hey, I saw this opportunity. I reached out and I think I need to go for it. And he was like, okay, what is it? And so let me tell you, you all know, if you've been here with me for a little while, you know my husband Corey, and you know he's super supportive. And he was supportive from the beginning. But let me tell you, he was kind of like, I believe in you. Are you going to do it? You know, because I had been in things in the online space prior. And while they showed some success, it wasn't life-changing. And so I said, this has the potential to change our whole life. Why would we not go for it? And he said, if you're believing in yourself, I'm always believing in you. And that's all it took for me to say, heck yes, to this business. And y'all know we didn't have a lot, and I made it happen. I found a financial company who would support me, and that's exactly what I help other people do. And I leveraged someone else's money to come into this business because I didn't have the money. So I leveraged someone else's money to come into the business. And I said, okay, I have 3 months before my first payment is due. I have to make this work. And let me tell you.
Mommy?
Yeah, buddy. Okay, we'll go very soon. And let me tell you, that's the mindset shift that I made to propel my mindset into a lot more shifts that would change my life, change my family's life, change the course of the direction that we were taking, and just change it all up to where we now have financial stability. And let me tell you, I started shifting my mindset and learning about the power of mindset shifts.
Mommy, why you got 2?
Yeah, you don't need those anymore. You're all healed up.
Where need it?
Okay, when we come home later. Okay, we'll get it when we come home. Sound good?
You going to get these ones?
Hey.
You
Hey.
going to get these
Yep.
ones?
Hey, if you want to go with mommy later, I need you to go be with daddy right now, please.
I need to set these on this table.
Okay. And so I want you guys to know that you can do this. Where's the little one? I don't know. Maybe daddy can help you. I want you guys to know that you can do this even when it's messy. You always see my 3-year-old at my side while I am over here doing all the things. He's on my calls with me. He is quite literally my right-hand man, if you want to say that. He's prompt, but his work ethic is very loud. So he is always...
These are cannons.
Yes. So he is always right by my side, right in the thick of what I'm doing. And I would not have it any other way, because when I started this business, I told myself that this was going to change our life and that I was going to run with it. So it did change our life, because if it has been done, it can be done. Why not me? That's what we always say here. If it has been done, it can be done. And why not me? Why not you? You know, you're sitting on the sidelines. You're sitting on the fence about this opportunity.
Piece of baby.
Okay, yes, thank you. You're sitting on the sidelines. You're sitting on the fence about this opportunity, and you keep watching. Okay. And you keep watching when you could really, you keep watching when you could really already have earned so much. And I know and I understand, like, hey, this is something that maybe we don't always see a lot. You know, a stable company, high commissions, you know, all the community you could ever want, all the things I talk about. And, you know, sometimes maybe we're just stuck in that that's too good to be true mindset. But let me tell you, if I saw this opportunity and I said, I'm not sure, I think it might be too good to be true, and I was still sitting on the fence on the sidelines right now, we wouldn't have paid off almost all of our debt besides our mortgage. I wouldn't be home with the kids, saving money on daycare, giving them a present mom. My husband wouldn't have the dream job that he's always wanted. No, you don't need that. No. No.
What's it do?
These are for when you were a baby. You don't need them anymore. Thank you. We wouldn't.
When I get the baby.
When you were a baby, yeah. We wouldn't have all of these, you know.
Mom,
I don't like to really.
I get the baby, I can't have those.
I don't like to really say luxuries, but we wouldn't have all of these privileges if I didn't say heck yes to this opportunity, even when my husband was kind of uncertain, even when we were unsure, even when I had no idea who the heck was going to support me, because I knew my friends and family.
To the baby.
Yeah, because I knew my friends and family really weren't in my warm market. And I'm like, who is going to support me? And you know what? Strangers. That's who. Strangers will support you 1000% faster than friends and family. That's just how the online space works. And so, listen, I am so grateful to be here.
Get these necklaces
Here you go.
somewhere. I'm going to get these somewhere. Let's go.
Just these. That's enough. Go. I am so grateful to be here with all of you. I am so grateful to share what my life looks like now.
Yeah. Get with your jewelry.
Okay. I'm so grateful to share what my life looks like now, that we're a year in this business and so many things have changed for the better for us. I'm so grateful that you are here watching me, viewing my life and what it looks like now, because I am just here to inspire you to get off the fence. Because, yeah, those are Mommy's. Thank you. To get off the fence, because trust me, you guys, if you could just
What you do
stop,
with it?
they're earrings, honey. If you could just stop watching and start doing, imagine the changes that you could make in your life. And so, yes, I was unsure at first. I knew this opportunity was going to change my life. I didn't know how. I jumped in on this opportunity. It's for Mommy's hair. I jumped in on this opportunity all in faith. I didn't know who was going to support me. I didn't know how it all worked. I didn't know when, but I just knew that it would happen. And so if you have that burning desire right now where you are unsure, because that, yeah, thank you, because that is completely normal. Being unsure is completely normal. Yeah, you could throw it away. Thank you.
I'm going to fold my pork
Yes.
away.
Yep, go throw it away.
You have to.
Because being unsure is completely normal, you guys. And I am so grateful. What, honey?
Got the trash can.
Okay, yes, please. So I'm so grateful that you sit here with me, even though it's messy, so that you know that you can earn big amounts, even though it's messy. It doesn't have to look cookie cutter. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can do it with your kids on your lap, your baby on your chest, your kids interrupting you every single moment. You can do it. You just have to say yes. You just have to, I don't know, honey. You just have to push past insecurities.
Help me get off.
No, those are earrings. They don't come off. You just have to push past insecurities and say, you know what? I can do this. You know what? What's the worst that could happen? You know, what, baby?
I can't get off.
No, these are supposed to stay on here so they don't get lost. What's the worst that could happen, right? People are like, you know, when I first started this business, people would be like, okay, well, what if it doesn't work? Then what are you going to do? And I'm like,
True.
then I'll work a 9 to 5 forever.
No, it's tattoo.
Yeah.
It's true.
True, yeah. I was like, then you know what? If this doesn't work for whatever reason, and that's what God's will is for me, then I'll work a 9 to 5 forever, just like you. I'll just be in the same position that I was before I started this business. That's it. That is it. There's nothing else that you can say to, well, what if it doesn't go the way I think it is gonna go? Okay, what if it doesn't? Then you just stay right where you are right now. And let me tell you, in this business, as long as you don't quit, as long as you don't give up, you will win. You will win. As long as you don't quit, as long as you don't give up, you will win. And I want nothing more than to see you win. So you know what to do. Get with me this busy weekend and let's chat about how this business can and will change your life.
You gotta watch them and
See you next time, guys. Bye.
You gotta